Do you know you're up here?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just start with I started following Mallory back in the day, and then I found, our beloved P. You know who I'm talking about. Who I don't even know. Like I know who Holly Mae and this other lady because they what's going on? Could you give, not us, could you give me a recap so I kind of am up to date as what the hell is going on? Because it's been back and forth for, I don't know. I've been following that one dude, and you know who I'm talking about, um, for about 6 months now, I think. Maybe seven, give or take a couple of months. So I'm not really understanding what's going on with you guys.
So
Don't
if you
mean no disrespect. I'm just trying to understand, you know what I mean?
like, what's going on between me and who?
All of them, hell. Apparently, you
Uh,
got a lot of people out here that don't like you, friend. I'm sorry, brother.
oh yeah.
I ain't gonna call you a friend because I don't know you.
So I'll tell you why a lot of people don't like me. When you are honest about somebody and they feel uncomfortable, they do something called rally the troops against you, say whatever they want. Lies travel further than the truth. And if you ask 99% of the people that say they don't like me, if they've ever attempted to have a conversation with me, their answer will be no. And if they say yes, ask me, and I'll show you. I don't have any DMs with them.
Okay, could I ask you this question respectfully? Like, you
Yep.
don't have to agree with this person. Do you agree with the assassination of our fellow human being? You know who I'm talking about. I don't got to give
Oh,
no.
I have a very clear stance on that.
Okay.
Eulogies should never rewrite the rhetoric that someone spit. It is not okay that he was unalive, but it is not okay what he said. Trying to use that as a way to be like, hey, it's okay. No, it's not okay that the unaliving happened, but it's also not okay the stuff that he spewed.
Do you know how many youth he saved from going into an era that they didn't need to go into, though?
But
We've had
do
that
you
in our community.
do
From
you know?
them wanting
I got a question
to.
for you. I got a rebuttal question for you. Do you know how
Okay.
many times that Retina and Holly Mae have
I
added
don't really know
added value?
them.
Oh,
They talk a different language than I do, and I don't mean that disrespectful. They just, for some reason they don't like. I don't know. Don't care really.
I'm going to be
Um.
having a debate live in like 2 days. You're more than
Okay,
welcome.
that'd be awesome. I'd love to
Yeah,
join. You know what I
100%.
mean?
It's like going to be like
Yeah.
2 days, but this
And
live is
hey, look
definitely
here.
about.
I got no hate towards no one. I'm just trying to. Okay. All right. I'll just shut up from there
All good.
respectfully
I
and
appreciate it.
drop out.
You
All
are
right.
more than
Thank you.
welcome to
God
come
bless
back.
you, honey, and all
Yeah.
your group.
Yep. This is
For
just about
us
him right
as
now.
humans, it's not our group. All of us as human beings. So I'm not going to say your group because we're all humans
We are
and
all.
love you guys. God, whatever. No, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Um, I'm learning how to speak on here, and a lot of people take I'm just a simple old Southern belle. So
It's okay.
anyway,
Everybody deserves an opportunity to speak and to talk.
yeah.
It's just tonight there's a
All
specific
right. God
topic.
bless you. I'm just gonna zip it. God bless you.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Feel free to participate in the chat. Feel free to listen. If you know,
Absolutely. I'm gonna just sit down and read the room like I should do.
oh no, it's okay.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find out who all these characters are that everybody else is talking about.
I'll
You
cover
know
them
what I'm
for you.
saying? No
Yeah, I'll cover them.
disrespect to nobody in the chat, nor is you.
No disrespect
Did you
taken
have
at all.
cheeseburger? Girl, I had steak and some shrimp, girl. I love cheeseburgers now, but we went all out this weekend because we got a little extra cash, but God be to the glory for that. So, all right, I'm gonna drop down. Didn't mean no
I,
disrespect. I'm just trying to find out all. You know what I mean? That's
no,
what you
ma'am, no
have to do. You have
disrespect
to
at
do
all.
your research. All
No disrespect at all. This topic tonight is just this, and then in 2 days I'll do some type of where we can have a discussion on that, and or anything you want to, anything anybody wants to. So in like 2 days we'll do that. But tonight we're here to point out the fundamental failure that Holly Mae and Ratina are. Through that whole situation earlier, it was urged to not attack Jerry, to not try to incite him, to not use it as content. And what do we have Ratina and Holly Mae both doing? All that. Makes you wonder if they've got such a superiority complex that they didn't do it on purpose just because it was urged to not do it. For somebody like Holly Mae, who has done some horrendous shit that she's not been held accountable for, that she's not acknowledged, that if it was ever done to her, she would cry. She would scream. She would tell everybody that my abuser's out to get me. But she can do it to other people. With her little fucking buddy, Ratina, who wants to sit there and say, oh, it's not SA if you're intoxicated. And believe it, double down on it and triple down on it. While contacting somebody's actual rapist and weaponizing them against somebody. And Holly Mae, all about contacting them abusers, don't do it, but she sure is okay with Ratina doing it. Now she's okay with using Smash's kids' content. I thought it was all about the kids. Yet the person you're over there actively using to bash Mallory is potentially putting Smashley's kids in harm's way. What happened to For the Kids, Holly Mae? You're fake. Just like I said, it's not for the kids, it's for the bond of the audience. I would like to know what gives them the right to even speak on anything. How many times has the hypocrisy of Holly Mae been pointed out, of Ratina been pointed out? Quite a bit. And it seems like, what, nobody's listening? Or they just don't care. But the second anybody else does anything else, they want to nitpick. Ratina is not large and in charge. She is just large with a small head. Holly Mae, she can make that loud, high-pitched voice all she wants. All I hear is, pay attention to me and pay my car note. Both of them are in it for the money. From Holly Mae, when she was with Slot, and she benefited financially from the fundraisers that Slot got arrested by the FBI for. Makes you wonder why Holly Mae distanced herself from Slot. She doesn't talk about her too much anymore. She'll show what she says is receipts, right? Those receipts go on YouTube from people downloading them and putting them up there. But do you know what else goes on YouTube? The entire DV story of Artie that Holly Mae denies putting up. But instead of being like, yeah, I did that, and this is why it's okay for me, but not you, they take a situation where they're pretty much leveraging Smashley's kids' safety against attacking Mallory, somebody who did a huge part in the whole thing. How you doing, Monster? So when you look at the behavior of Rutina and Holly Mae, very defiant. You tell them no, and they're like, absolutely. They do it anyways. They do it worse. So, missing Bush, yeah. Hey, Bougie, how are you? And guess who just came in? Bougie. I guarantee you there's a 100% chance that Holly Mae sensed Bougie opened up the TikTok app. She immediately fell to the fetal position and started screaming, "Bougie's a villain." She's probably still screaming, "Bougie is a villain." You know why? I figured it out. Bougie's not a villain. All that stuff that everybody said that she did, it's verifiable. She did not do it. Bougie is Holly Mae's villain. Alone. 100% of the way. Just because Holly Mae points at Bougie and says she's a villain does not mean anybody has to listen. She is a villain to Holly Mae, and that is it. And she didn't even try. Bougie, even though Holly Mae was being a total dick to her, still helped Holly Mae by showing her and giving her the resources of how to get her criminal history off of the internet. Holly Mae trusted Bougie enough to tell her her whole story. There are text messages that show that the same news articles that they try to use against Bougie, Holly Mae was educated and agreed that those are false. Holly Mae was best friends with Slot. And guess who said Slot was doing fuck shit? Bougie. Rutina and Holly Mae. Guess who was against them? Bougie. Petty and Holly Mae. Guess who was against them? Bougie. Now, what three of those circumstances was Bougie on the wrong side? Slot's in court, federal, $1 million plus stolen from TikTok. Bougie was on the side of saying she's doing fuck shit. Holly Mae was on the side of saying, I'm going to protect Slot. Rutina. Holly Mae was on the side of saying, I'm going to protect this disgusting individual that does all this weird, awful stuff. And Bougie said, fuck that, they're awful. Pastor Petty. Holly said, I'm going to protect this convicted child abuser who starved his dog and was dishonorably discharged from the military. And Bougie said, he absolutely did. And to make it worse, she's the one that found out Petty accused his son of assaulting his younger son falsely just to get out of a charge or attempt to. So he put his son, his whole life in jeopardy so he could get out of a charge. Holly Mae defended that. Now, fast forward out of the 250 different times that they've been morally incorrect, changed their views on a whim, blatant moves for public perception. Now they're attacking Mallory, using the same person that threatened Smashley's kids. Why attack Mallory? Let me tell you the secret about Mallory. Right. They would not listen to Bougie about slop. And I'm going to be honest, before I get to the secret about Mallory, why do you think that I trust Bougie? Why do you think I'm such an advocate for Bougie? Bougie doesn't pay me. Me and Bougie have a mutual friendship where we agree, we disagree, we talk, sometimes we don't talk, but there's trust there. On my end too, Bougie, there's 100% trust there, and it can be shown from the fact that Holly Mae yelled at me for 45 minutes in a box just because I said I talked to her, to her trying to rally everybody, unknown, everybody, to go against me because I associated with her. None of them will ever be able to persuade who I choose to fuck with. Okay? First off. Especially Bougie. You can look at Bougie however you want, but if you're not willing to have a conversation with her, you can't have a negative opinion based off of what other people say without taking the opinion of me without having a conversation with her. So, the next time you hear Holly Mae scream, Bougie's a villain, or Ratina scream, Bougie's a villain, or Unknown scream, Bougie, she'll hit the crack pipe, and then she'll finish up with a villain. Maybe have a conversation with Bougie. If you haven't. She'll talk to you. Just don't, come at her like a dick. Don't come at her thinking that she owes you anything. Don't come at her thinking that, you can dominate the conversation. You have to let both people speak. But here's the secret about Mallory. People use Mallory for views. When they're down bad, they'll find any reason to attack Mallory. I didn't know that when I was doing it, but I did notice the bump in views when I would make a video that would make fun of Mallory. I never consider myself down bad because I don't care about views and all that, but I noticed a considerable increase on reactions, on likes, on shares, on comments, on reposts, on people even like Ratina stitching my videos, joining in on what I believed at the time was fun. But then come to find out that, all we were doing, watching 10-second clips, feeding this narrative and this machine that nothing Mallory ever did was good enough, because once we found a problem, it could be solved, but we were going to find another one. You have people like Voices scouring Mallory's clips, finding her misspeaking. And that's because they have no other content. They have no other way to get that reward but to attack Mallory. If you look at what they're doing and discrediting what Mallory did tonight, and you agree with that, well, you might want to have a conversation with Mallory. You might want to actually watch more than a 10-second clip. You might want to reevaluate your ideology. Because if you support Ratina, you support somebody who truly believes, said on multiple occasions, doubled down on it, tripled down on it, even though I was trying to talk her and educate her and let her know why it was wrong, She refused the education and said it again, that if you're intoxicated, it's not SA. It's one of the most insulting things that you can offend an entire group of people with. From people that they've told their story to people that have not told their story. It is people like Ratina that suppress people's will and want and desire to even speak about their trauma. And she doubles down on that too, because she contacted somebody's actual rapist and weaponized it against them. Tried to flip. Went to the rapist and said, I believe you didn't do it. Like any of them are ever going to tell you the truth. Like they're going to tell you that they committed that. Right, Rutina. You did it out of malice to attack somebody. That also makes people not want to speak out. Because people like Rutina, who if you even for a second, she thinks you're trying to take away whatever power that she doesn't have in her life, that she thinks she has on this internet, whatever control that she doesn't have in her life, that she doesn't have on this internet, she would do whatever in her power, from the grossest shit to the worst shit, to make sure you shut up, to make sure you don't talk no more. Good night, Bougie. To make sure that you are complacent and being silent, because if you speak up, she'll punish you. And then you have Holly Mae over there, the self-righteous fake one, who from day one, you can ask her, from day one, I never liked her. As a matter of fact, I still have the video that she made when I blocked her ass. Because I seen her talking, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. She's fake. So I blocked her, and I accidentally liked one of her videos on her page on one of my million fucking accounts. And she never spoke to me before, noticed that I had blocked her, and then liked one of her videos. And she made a whole ass video being like, Florida man, what you doing over here? I thought you blocked me. Well, yeah, but I have like 50,000 accounts. The fuck you want? How obsessive or how obsessed is somebody to notice that somebody they've never talked to blocked them and then liked the video? How worried about me was you? It had to be a lot. It could be way more than a million, yeah. But how obsessively are you looking at like my account to know that I blocked you? First off, without even ever speaking to you, I just heard you talk in Petty's live, and I was good. Immediately from the tone of your voice, I could tell that you were nothing but a fraud. Because you don't hide it well. You hide it well for people who aren't looking for that. If you're not looking at Holly Mae with skepticism, you might believe her. But the second you put on some skepticism, you have to do that. You can see right through her fake persona. Everything that she has said, she has went back on. From for the kids to fuck the kids, back and forth. She'll sit there and she'll tell her large little audience, people, it's for the kids. And immediately, no, it's not. Is what she is doing now for the kids when the person that she is attacking threatened Smashley's kids? When everybody was like, hey, yeah, don't use it for content. Let Smashley handle it. They say, no, Smashley is not allowed to accept an apology. Excuse me. Now they make decisions for Smashley. Right. Tomorrow, I'm going to put something out that has not been talked about. Something that has been avoided. Something that's going to be messy. Okay? I mean messy. Something that I'm going to give everybody a fair warning. All this stuff that I've been talking about people getting triggered and making split, just in the moment decisions. I'm going to do everybody a solid. And I'm going to let you know that I'm going to do my best to trigger that and as many people as I can to attack Holly Mae and Ratina. I give that warning because most people are not going to have that triggered. They'll just want to do it because it's gross. It's disgusting. It's awful. And they know what it is. And you know what? I say they know what it is, but it's probably not what they think it is. I just find it unbelievable that they would go live and try to capitalize off of content, off of the situation that had nothing to do with this app because the threats went off of it, had nothing to do with the person by themselves even. It went off of it into their family. So they take it, use it as content to attack Mallory. How desperate are you to attack Mallory? Are you that jealous that she did something good that you just couldn't let it ride? You just nope, refuse. Can't let Mallory get up. But the thing is Mallory's already up. Their weird idea of got to keep Mallory down, they just think. They're just like, yeah, let's make fun of her. She gives no fuck. She doesn't care. It's weird to me that they do it, especially after this. I probably wouldn't have said nothing if it wasn't this situation. I agree, Monster. Mallory is a good person. Because as Ratina and Holly Mae wished the van would have finished the job, out of fucking nowhere, Mallory said, I hope you're alive. So compare and contrast somebody that I bullied for 2 years plus, relentlessly, still hoped they didn't die, versus Holly Mae and Ratina, where I challenge their comfort level when it comes to their control and the way they make money to pay their bills. Because I don't think anybody's ever asked them, show us your payouts from TikTok, from your main accounts. And then I'll show you the payouts from the accounts that Ratina was loaned and took over $700 from. Back when, Ratina was hanging out with Slug. all the people that associate with Retina and Holly Mae, I would like to offer you an idea that you'll be too afraid to, to compare. Ask each other, how many of you have sent them money? Because I guarantee you that if they were being honest, there would be a massive blow up of people being like, well, I wasn't aware. So if you've ever sent Retina and Holly Mae money, check with some people, see if they have too. You'll probably find, quite a few $1,000s in money that they've gotten from people based off of how likable they are because they, pick on Mallory? Yeah, Ambi, she is a good trooper. She is. Like, at this moment, I ain't got nothing but respect for Mallory. And it ain't got nothing to do with tonight. Okay? Mallory and I have been not even talking, but in communication, able to communicate with each other. And this is going to eat them the fuck alive. I realized I was wrong with the Mallory situation, and I apologized. It wasn't just a one-line apology. I wrote that woman 3 gigantic fucking maxed out Snapchat text blocks and went into detail because I was able to think about it. Now, Retina, what started your beef with Mallory? That's something Retina will never be able to tell you. You know what continued her beef with Mallory? It's the same thing that continued mine. This weird ass idea that I was owed something. This weird ass idea that she had to conform to what I thought was, appropriate. This weird ass idea that I was entitled to make those decisions for somebody else. And this weird ass problem that I fucking started and I continued and I used her reactions as a way to keep going. I 100% guarantee that Retina is in the same boat. She just hasn't thought about it. And Holly Mae, she's just in it because she sees the numbers. Right, Monster. I agree. And if you would have told me 2 months ago that I would have this idea, that I would be in this mindset, I would have said that you were insane, because about 2 months ago was the Mallory AI Live. 3 months ago, where I advertised Mallory for a live and I made a shitty AI voice, all because Retina said, he's going to make up with Mallory. And everybody was like, yeah, we know. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not. I took offense to it. But after sitting there, after thinking about all of it, why did I take offense to it? Why am I going to be so proud to not be able to find some kind of resolution with somebody? That makes me just like them. And I don't like them. Retina and Holly Mae. The fact that they're over there body shaming her, they're going to say, I did. I 100% did. But you won't see me do it anymore. Even if me and Mallory argue, I can't. Because then that just takes away the whole apology. And yet, you see Holly Mae, you see Retina, you see them over there using a situation that has possible real-life consequences for somebody else, attacking Mallory with it. It's the most insane thing, I think, I've ever seen in my life. I'm just wondering what their next move is. Because, let's be realistic. We know what it is. It's go to the little group chat, go on Reddit, and get coddled by Duffy and Myrna and everybody else in the Reddit. And then be told good job by Twinkles and by Voices and by all the people that just are stuck in that cycle of short, no context clips where they pick apart Mallory says this, that, or the other. And there you go. On the account that says mental health matters while it's bashing everybody's mental health that it chooses. Mental health only matters if you agree. Well, actually, mental health only matters if they don't pick you to be the target. House of Lies. So the whole Jerry situation, how people were, urged to not use it as content. Not only did Holly Mae and Regina choose to use it as content, they chose to use it as content to attack Mallory, which is shocking. Not really, but it's surprising. They didn't even have enough pride to be like, Mallory did the right thing. Their ego got too inflated. How could Mallory do the right thing? How can we? They were probably in that Reddit saying, how can we twist this? What can we say? So they come out and they say, how dare Smash accept an apology? Who are you? Who is either one of them to even think that they can make a decision for somebody else? To even think that they have any business in this? I had enough respect for the situation to know that I didn't have any business in it, and that's why I kept my nose out of it. I went live. I encouraged people to not use it as content. I kept it Jerry free for anybody who didn't want to consume that content. I had enough respect for Mallory to be able to handle that situation. Enough respect for Smashley to be able to make her own decision. And Regina and Holly Mae have no respect for anybody and think they fucking rule everything. They make all of the decisions, right? Right. So they then decide to take a person that has actual real life consequences possibly for Smashley. Say fuck Smashley's decision and fuck Mallory for existing again. Right. But they said, how dare she accept the apology? How dare they critique her choice for her life in regards to herself, her children, her household? Have they ever been in a situation like that? Do they even know what was said? Of course they do. They probably listened to it and hope to one day say some shit like that. They sure as hell have done, they've done on the level of saying that with actions. No, Mallory helped. Mallory did great. The whole situation was handled great. What was the problem? Oh yeah, because people didn't do what they think they would have done in the situation. They've got to micromanage everything. They got to micromanage everything. And it doesn't surprise me. I thought Dora was going to go live, honestly, right off rip. But we'll see. Hopefully she don't. Hopefully nobody else does. But all they're doing over there is inciting anger. They're inciting people to attack that man that apologized, that Smashley accepted his apology. And it wasn't good enough for a couple of people who had nothing to do with the situation. because they didn't put it in a box to have 47 people yelling and screaming? Maybe. Maybe. It is the most mind-boggling thing. Not the fact that they did it. It doesn't surprise me. The fact that they actually, the thought process to going to do it is what's mind-boggling. How did they get there? They wanted to cry like they did for the baby that they said was fake. Yeah. It's so weird that how can two people be so entitled? Maybe it's their group chat. Because, like, when a group chat's pretty negative, you go into it negative. When it's positive, you go into it positive. Maybe they surround themselves with toxic people. Maybe Holly Mae and Regina are just toxic. Maybe it's all of it. And I just struggle to understand this. A situation that was so bad, where the context of the situation, what was said, who it was aimed at, was so bad, was handled so well by Mallory, by people who, like me, who just realized that I was going to add nothing to the situation, that I could add more on the outside, being calmer, not letting my emotions get a hold of me, because I already said I didn't have anything to say to it but negativity, so I'm staying out of it. It was handled so well, and by Smashley. How did Holly Mae and Regina come? Like, were they watching? Or were they watching Mallory with hate? House of Lies, yeah. 100%. He should have been given credit for having the nerve to even talk. And Mallory made him feel comfortable. Mallory provided that space that I was not going to be able to provide, that so many people were not going to be able to provide, that Holly Mae and Regina 100% weren't going to be able to provide, for Smashley to have that conversation. He really didn't have to do it. He could have just stayed undercover like he's been. Yep, he could have. And Holly Mae and Regina, your actions are trying to, like, scare people from being honest. You're trying to keep them undercover. Don't be honest, because people that have nothing to do with the situation will critique you and critique how it went, because nobody needed you. Is that what it is? Is it that nobody needed you? Nobody called Regina and Holly Mae and said, we need your help. Nobody needs your help. Nobody. Mittens is not a hacker either. Y'all are fucking weird. Where'd that come from? Oh, they're watching? Mittens is not a hacker. Hey, Holly Mae. Hey, I'm going to have something to say to you tomorrow. Okay? It's going to be gross. It's going to be gross, but it's going to be true. It's going to be one of the worst things I think you've ever had said to you, and be true. And you know why you're going to say that's gross? Because it's going to destroy your fucking ego. Regina, you're nothing. I'm not sorry. You're nothing. Like, what even are you? Are you making that noise that you call talking, trying to respond to me? Because you had to type on a keyboard, on a phone, to talk to the rapist that you wanted to believe so badly, to weaponize it against somebody. And then You wanted to do all that other fuck shit, didn't you? You know what all that other fuck shit is too. And Holly Mae, you want to co-sign all that. And you want to attack everybody. You want to say Bougie's a villain. Bougie's better than you. Better than both of you. You want to say Mitten's a hacker. Mittens is better than both of you two. Combined. Because the both of you combined still have no morals. Still have no values. You value yourself. That's not the correct type of value. You have no ethics. If you had any morals, if you had any values, if you had any ethics, you wouldn't have contacted the rapist. You would not truly believe that if somebody's intoxicated, it's not SA, you would not be live right now trying to turn a situation where nobody needed you because nobody wanted your help because your help isn't help. You hinder every situation that you're in, and then you deflect. You scream Bougie, Mittens, anybody other than the problem that is you. Both of you. Myrna and Duffy too. Holly Mae and Ratina support a convicted child abuser. Known. That sounds nice, doesn't it? He actually told on himself that the accounts for him. Mallory provided him a space where she did a great job in talking to him. Smashley did a great job in talking to him. It wasn't any of either of your business whether an apology was accepted or it wasn't. How dare either one of you say, fuck that, shouldn't have accepted the apology? What gives you that right? I don't know why I went silent. I was like waiting for him to respond, but I remember you can't have a conversation in the same box as me. Because every time Ratina has had a conversation in the same box with me, she was proven wrong time after time after time until she gave up. You conceded, Ratina. You will no longer take a box with me and have a conversation with me because your simple mind cannot correctly answer a question. And I'll tell you why. You try to answer questions with what is right for the masses, not what is right overall. You want to answer questions that will give you the most numbers, not what gives people the most grace, the most freedom, the most choice. And Holly Mae, you ain't ever once took a box with me. You loud ass. I've had to drop from boxes because you want to shut up. Taking too long. What point you got at 45 minutes? You're like, that the fucking high-pitched voice is like you fucking scream fucking singing or something. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I couldn't understand anything. It makes 100% sense why they're over there on another live and not over here. It's because they need the little echo chamber. They're blocking people left and right. I want you guys to go over there. I want you to type in the chat an opposing opinion. Watch how fast you get blocked. And if you don't get blocked, by all means, stay over there. Tell them your true opinion. Anybody who left, I'll see you back in like two seconds. Like, they can't come over here. They need that feedback from the chat, being like, fuck Florida man. Fuck him. Fuck Mallory. Yeah, okay. Come say it over here. Any one of you that's in that chat, is welcome over here to a box. Let me destroy you verbally in front of the people that you think you support. It's better than talking to a couple of losers who don't have the courage to speak to somebody one-on-one. Send your chat over. Pick one. Pick your best talker. I'll be waiting. Or are you too much of a coward to even send a chat member over? Do you need them all? Are you running low on support? Are you running so low on support that you feel you need to assert your dominance on an app over a decision that ain't yours in a situation that genuinely nobody wanted you in? How many times did your name come up? Who said, should we get Rutina and Holly Mae in? Absolutely fucking nobody. Who said they should get me in? Absolutely fucking nobody. I knew my place. I knew I was not equipped enough to handle the situation properly, and I was going to fuck that shit up. So I stood my ass over here and told people, don't use this content. Don't attack him. Let's be positive. Let's respect Smashley's decision. And what do you guys do? You're probably watching me and Mallory both at the same time. The exact opposite. Because ain't nobody going to tell Rutina and Holly Mae what to do. Right? I think it's funny that they can do whatever they want. And if anybody does anything else, they cry about it. What I don't think is funny is Holly Mae lied. That's not funny at all. I think that if they were just more honest with themselves, they would see that they don't matter. They contribute nothing productive. You contribute negativity. You contribute the problem. That is the constant fighting, arguing, bickering, the constant attacks, the constant reports, the constant y'all can do no wrong because y'all are better than everybody or some shit. I don't know. I don't know how you even see that. I'm not delusional enough. I don't have enough of an imagination. So did you guys send a member of the chat over yet? Like, I don't see him in the box request. Are one of you going to come over and talk? Because you look weak not doing that. I'm not talking to the chat. I'm talking to them. They're talking to their chat. They're saying, yeah, well, fuck Florida man. Uh-huh. Why ain't they saying fuck you? Fuck you means you're talking to me. Fuck Florida man means you're talking to the chat. Oh, and I gave it enough time. Whatever they responded to when I said they lie, Holly Mae lied, I purposefully didn't give a topic. So when I go back to, download this and I double check it with that, whatever you responded to that you lied, that's a guilty conscience right there. Because I did not say lied about what. And that is something that I think a lot of us need to start looking at. If you start the sentence, they will finish it. The most guilty thought pops up. Fuck Miss Unknown. Miss Unknown, Megan does not have any crack for you. Stop hassling her. I have no respect for Miss Unknown. All she does is run around and lie on people, thinking that you gonna toss her a little bag of your crack so she goes away? The fuck? Megan should not ever back down. And hey guys, so I know the trick. Report for inactivity. That's what you do. You can report for inactivity. I just slide the little puzzle thing over. It doesn't work. So where is one of your chat members at minimum? Is none of their chat even willing to be like, I can come over there and articulate a solid defense for why I support those two technical humans? Not a one. No, Monster. I'm not looking at the chat. Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter what anyone says about your past. I met and care about today. I remember that video. I do. Monster. I do. I remember the videos that Rutina was making with you, too. That was like your best friend doing all the stitches and all that stuff. Fake. Fake. Awfully fake. Wildly fake. For you to turn around and do what you did to Monster. Fake. Disgusting. I beefed with Monster. I didn't do that. I let Monster know I'm not a fan of you. She expected the beef. You said, we're friends. You did all the videos and all the we're best friends. And I don't even want to know how close you guys got in conversation to turn around and then do that to her. At least I let Monster know I wasn't a fan. She was prepared for it. You fucking lured her in. Disgusting. Did you get mad that Monster was the only one that actually had the courage to come take a box with me? Do you know how much courage it takes to take a box with me? None. Monster was not afraid to take a box with me because Monster don't give a fuck. What am I going to do? Talk to her? Isn't that what it's about? But y'all are afraid to take a box because your argument can only hold up to the people that pass the same one around in your chat. If you put any scrutiny on it whatsoever, as we've seen with Rutina on multiple occasions, the argument falls apart. They never want resolution. Ever. They want to continue. Because, they're used to this whole TikTok thing where they can like rile up their audience and call somebody a trigger label and they'll go attack them. Y'all know I was telling on you the whole time, right? I was telling on a lot of people, but y'all do it too. Monster wanted resolution. She didn't. And what does resolution get you? Well, I don't want to feel better than anybody, so resolution is not you come over here and then beg for forgiveness. No, that's not resolution. Look at when me and Monster had that conversation, and I said, okay, all I want is prove your husband is alive. And I never even followed up or gave a damn after that because I was laughing when I said it. And after that, we were good. She exists. I exist. She exists with who she wants to. She associates with who she wants to. No judgment whatsoever. I do the same. No judgment whatsoever. She gives her opinion. I give mine. We respect one another. And that's what resolution gets you. That is like a great thing. Right, Bird. Yeah, no, Monster is a good person. And we are allowed to change our opinions about people with no judgment. There's such like a stigma on this app about resolution and changing your opinion on people. I don't know why. Yeah, Monster. Bedazzled, she goes into your lives and records you and sends things to Bear. I'm sure you heard that, Ratina and Holly Mae. Bedazzled sounds like a vulnerable individual. I'm just saying. Y'all be using her probably. How's that feel? Now the next time somebody hears Bedazzled talk, they'll be like, wow, she does sound really young and vulnerable. They probably do use her with their poor judgment. That's called propaganda. Because I have no claim to back that up. It just sounds good, right? That's what y'all do. I didn't have a receipt to back up that Bedazzled's a vulnerable individual and you guys take advantage of her. But I could have framed it in a way. I could have spread some negativity into the chat, like, hey guys, really, I seen some sad stuff. It's awful. You know, their friend over there, Bedazzled, you know, she's young, she's vulnerable, she's, you know, just young in the mind, and they just take advantage of her with how aggressive they are. Look at them, look at their actions. I could be just like you. But I respect people too much to lie to them, unlike you. I respect people too much to define the action. Tell them it's propaganda. I'll tell them to Google it. I'll tell them, do your own independent research on anything that I say. If I show you a receipt, I encourage you to go talk to the person that it's about, to Google what you have to do research on the topic, to get all of the context. When's the last time your chat heard that? Or do you just put something up and your chat's just like, yeah, Ratina did it again? Or does Holly Mae just yell and they're like, yeah, Holly Mae made a noise again? Is that it? Like, it's got to be something. You are pandering to the lowest common denominator of people. Everybody in your chat is fundamentally stupid. That means they cannot process facts. That means they cannot make their own decisions. They cannot think for themselves. They cannot do independent research. They feel like they cannot oppose you. And anybody in your chat, you might not, think about it today, but think about it. What would happen if you took a box and disagreed with them? You would get shit on, blocked, and you'd be over here like, damn, I got blocked. And you know what? You could come over here with your opinion and not be blocked. You could come over here and you could say your opposing opinion and not be blocked. How many people y'all blocked tonight? Mods over there. Quite a few, huh? That's in backup accounts that come in. The ones that try to ruin your narrative and say, hey, maybe you shouldn't have got involved. I would like to point out something very obvious. I know it's going to be their argument. I have 81 people in here. They probably have more. That's okay. Numbers are not any kind of metric to measure. If there's 81 people in here, I appreciate all of you in here for listening. You're allowed to take a box and say what you like. Holly Mae Regina, you going to tell your people that you appreciate them? Or will that hurt your pride too much? You can't show appreciation because there's not enough to go around after you all soak up all of it. But everything that you do is fake. All the validation, fake. Every bit of it. It'll go away. It all goes away. You built nothing. You have nothing. I can get off this app and I can go have a fun conversation with hundreds of different people. I could have an intelligent conversation with hundreds of different people. You know what I can't do? I can't get off this app and find an angry group chat full of people who have nothing in life but the anger that they get on the internet. I don't have a single angry group chat. I don't have a single group chat where I'm plotting. I don't have a single Discord where I'm plotting. I don't have a single secret chat that I would care if it got leaked. I don't have a single Discord that I would care if it got leaked either. Your world would crumble if even one of your group chats leaked. But mine, I would have to say some off-the-wall fucking shit to make y'all mad because there ain't nothing in them chats. That's the difference between Holly Mae and Ratina. Two people, zero morals combined. Two people. Again, the value that you value yourself is not an actual value. They have zero values combined. And zero ethics combined. Again, tonight have shown they will stick their nose into any business they can, blatantly not their business, in a situation they were never, ever mentioned for. And a situation where they were never even talked shit about. Like, y'all didn't exist in that situation. And this is the kicker. The fact that you guys didn't exist in that situation is what made it better. Maybe you should log off. Maybe you should stop putting your nose in shit. Because all you ever do, all you ever have done, and all you ever will do is make situations worse. You don't contribute anything. Not online, not in life. Take a look at yourselves. What do you do? What do you think all day? Do you think, boy, I'm going to be mad as fuck on TikTok when I get on there? You must. Because that's all y'all ever do. Right. What do they matter about? An apology? How dare somebody say sorry? How dare resolution happen in a situation they were never even thought of? It's insane behavior on their part. It's delusional behavior on their part. I could never be so delusional. I am self-aware enough to know my limits. I even said over here, hey, I might not agree with it, but we have to respect her decision.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
It's the bio for me.
The bio?
Can you put me in the big box?
Oh, yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me, Bedazzled?
Oh, bedazzled.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? You are recording my lives for people that have doxed my job, posted my dying husband, talk about my 5150. Are you fucking okay?
She's not.
This says everything that you need to know, Florida man. I'm so fucking like... Bedazzled, stay the fuck away from me, bitch. I'm gonna hop down.
Okay. And I want to like define that. That means stay the fuck away. That doesn't mean make an account when you get blocked. That doesn't mean go in on a backup. That doesn't mean make another backup. That means go away.
Right. Like, recording me for bare necessities is wild ass behavior when that bitch literally went in Friends with Attitudes box and said she doesn't follow me around, record me, stream me, none of the things. So why are you recording me for bare necessities, bitch? Okay, bye.
Have a good night, Mouse. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. And what I just said to Monster there is foreign language to Holly Mae and Ratina. They were probably like, what? What is thank you? What is I appreciate you? What is stay away? They don't know any of that. I would like to urge Bedazzled to change her behavior and actually respect boundaries. Monster has respectfully requested for you to stay away. And I am going to stand with Monster on that. People should not stalk people. I know that you sound soft-spoken, cool. I liked you there for a bit. I thought you were all right. Turned out to be a dick, though. If, by any chance, Monster tells me that you have been in her live, recording her lives, I will need no receipts. You better trust Monster doesn't want me to drag you, because I will drag you across this app like you have never been drugged before. And you'll know the definition of, okay, leave me alone, and then I'll show you why you should respect boundaries, because I will not leave you the fuck alone. That is your warning. Stay away means stay away. You do not want me to drag you across this app. It is not a fun experience when I will have fun with it. I will have a lot of fun with it. Honestly, I will probably have so much fun with it, I won't stop. I could make fun of you forever and ever and ever. You will cry at night. You will ask Ratina why. She will tell you to man up. You'll ask Holly Mae why. She'll tell you, we don't want you no more. Fuck off. And I'll still make fun of your ass. So that's your warning. Stay the fuck away. Everybody heard that. I said it. I meant it. And I'll say it again just in case you didn't hear it. If Monster tells me that you're recording her lives, I will drag you across this app for fun. For my pure entertainment. Also, yeah, if people request to be left alone, do so. Bare necessities. Chill. Just chill. You don't give a fuck if I drag you, so what? We'll just make fun of each other, but just chill. I ain't in it for no conflict, but I'm in it for resolution. Find a way to resolve it. Stop being so obsessive. Ratina, Holly Mae, everybody, you know who you are. If you open up this app with the intention of fucking with one individual, then you go to bed and wake up and open up the app again, and it's that same individual, chill. Take a break. Have a conversation. Resolve it. Hey, OG, how are you? But they will not resolve it. Oh, Bedazzled. I almost forgot your name. I gotta write that down. If you record my lives, I'll drag you too. I don't give a fuck. Stay away. From me too. It's probably a good idea. I would love to make fun of you. I would love to make jokes about you, to make memes about you, to put you in stories where, I don't know, you might be the shit that the piss goblin I made Miss Sunshine into takes. Who knows? You never know where my mind might go and what I might think is funny. Because my content, sadly, it's not for everybody. But I think it's funny. And it's mean as fuck. Yep, I did just say Bedazzled. And trust me, Bedazzled, your friends won't help you. Because I won't pay attention to them. What are they going to do? Say mean things to me? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to continue to say and do and make mean things to you. I will ignore everybody else. I will laser focus on you. It's just something you don't want. The weirdos in the Patreon. I'll tell you what, I'll broaden the offer. Not only is anybody from Holly Mae and Ratina's chat welcome over here to a box to articulate an argument based on why they support those two technical human beings. And I say that because technically they're human beings. I can't say anything else about them. Holly Mae Regina, you're welcome to a box. Have a conversation on why you think it's appropriate that you put your nose in business that ain't yours. Anybody from the Patreon chat, come on over, take a box. I don't see my, how do I, hold on. I had a co-host, so. Oh, whatever. I guess the co-host didn't work. You know what? I don't even, I guess the co-host didn't work. You know what? I don't even care if Bedazzled is innocent. She can say she's innocent. Then I will make a joke about how I'm dragging somebody who's innocent. Like, we're at that point. Okay, I'm back. I accidentally accepted a co-host. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. Don't request a co-host me. Just come take a box. I do not see my box request. I know. I do not see anybody in the chat that says, hey, I'm from the chat over there, or hey, it's Regina, or hey, it's Holly Mae, or hey, I'm from the Patreon chat. There's so many options and so many people in those that could come over here all the time. When I first took a box with Snark, I did not take a box with Snark confident that I was going to make a better point than she was. Just didn't. I seen her talk. She's a very strong talker, very passionate, a lot of emotion in her voice. But even though I was not at all confident, and the fact we gain respect for each other, there we go. All right, how about now? Is it better? Hold on. You know what? I feel good about the conversation with myself. I'm gonna be honest.